The Torah this year is entitled the most complex, or certainly one of the most complex mitzvot in the whole Torah. Pashat Matas Maseh, we find the mitzvah of Yishuv Haaretz in the beginning of Maseh. It's a specific mitzvah of Rashi Nasi Shavtem Ba. Think you look closely at this mitzvah, there is no mitzvah like it. All the mitzvahs are complex. We have hundreds and hundreds of pages in the Gemara on almost every mitzvah. And the Gemara, the Rambam, the Rif, the Rosh, the Poskim, it's endless. Every mitzvah is no simple mitzvah. It's not a superficial religion, chas v'shalom. But this mitzvah evolves, it depends on so many variables and factors. And we already see this in the Torah itself. Matos Maseh. First we have in Matos, Reuven and Gad saying, Mitzvah Yishuv Haaretz in Eretz Yisrael. Beautiful. We want to do the mitzvah where? On the east side. What do you say, Moshe? And Moshe, of course, we know his reaction. Quite harsh. And then they said, no, but we're going to go work with the Klal. We're going to defend the Klal, fight for them on the west side of the Jordan. Then we're going to go back. Moshe said, oh, that's fine. So wait a second. Can you have Yishuv Haaretz outside of the original land on the eastern side or not? We come into Parshas Maseh, and of course, you have Orish Taraj Mishaftem Ba, all the different borders, and of course, all the different shitot are where the borders are, northwest, southeast. West is pretty easy. That's the Yam Hagadol, the Mediterranean, but north and south in east, not so simple. And is it actual command? Is it not? Ramban does not list it as one of the 613. Ramban does. It's a mitzvah for all generations. And then the question is, what do you do with this mitzvah? Should you go settle all times, all generations? Where should you be settling? So Hashem, in the next year we'll talk more about that. We move on in the parsha. Then we have the Leviim. Leviim go ahead and they're given their own special land. And the tribe is supposed to contribute from their land to the Leviim's land. So they have their own portion. But it's not really a nachla, it's not really inheritance, it's something unique. And then you have the end of the parsha, the daughters of Slavchad. So in Parsha Pinchas, they ask, can we receive nachala inheritance? If we don't deserve it, we don't deserve it. But maybe we do deserve it, just as we go into halacha, and they were given the land, and now, wait a second, they're going to go ahead and marry men from other shvatim, and that's going to move to another shevet. So there's the tribe, so the men now asked. Last week's Parsha Pinchas, the woman asked, but no, Tzlavchad asked. Now the men ask in the tribe, wait a second, we're going to, Tzlavchad are going to marry other men, other Shvatim is going to move on the land, and then we don't have that nachla anymore. So how does that work out, Moshe? He said, you're right. So you already see from the Parsha itself how alive this mitzvah is. Already from Matos Maseh, this is not a simple mitzvah Yishuv Haaretz, conquering the land. Who, what, when, where? Every question you could ask, we already see it then. The next year we'll see how, as the generations run on, if the original Pasha Matos Maseh were given, we'll see how complex this mitzvah has been and continues to be. Shalom.